Hello, hello, hello. I am so glad you are here. This is Donna Reiners, and I have a word of encouragement for you and a way for you to change your life, change your internal world. And when you change your internal world, eventually you change your identity. And we are all about changing our identity to love ourselves completely, unconditionally, without limits. And it takes some bravery, and it takes some consistency, and it takes some intention. So here we go. All right. So the other day, Craig and I were having a conversation, and I heard that voice inside, the one that talks to us, the one that we go, oh, yeah, later to. I heard that voice say to me, smile when you talk to him. And I'm like, smile when I talk to him? What on earth do you mean? But now I got it. I did. I immediately took that on the inside and said, okay, I'm going to smile when I talk to Craig. And then I realized it wasn't just about Craig. It was smile when you talk to anyone. So, smile when you speak to me. That is today's opportunity. So when you smile, it changes how you speak to yourself. It changes how you speak to others. So let me give you an example. Smile when you talk to me. Do you see that? Smile when you talk to me. Come on, smile when you talk to me. I want you to smile when you talk to me. Versus, smile when you talk to me. Smile when you talk to me. Come on, I want you to smile when you talk to me. Do you see the difference in the frequency, the difference in the intention, the difference, the change it makes? Listen, don't think this is silly. This is intentional, because when you hear a word on the inside, it's going to bear great fruit. So let's look at this again. When you are being intentional, let's put a smile on your face. Right now, I want you to put a smile on your face. Go ahead, do it. I know you're like, it's a crappy day, I don't want to. I'm grinning and gritting my teeth. I don't want to. Go ahead and do it. And now, I want you to smile. And I want you to say, now, do you recall the video we did just the other day about smiling and telling yourself you love you? So I want you to now think about what's happening on the inside of your mind. Those thoughts that are taking place inside of you, where you want to give up, where you're in pain, where you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, where you are feeling at loss, where you're feeling distracted, where you feel like you just want to rip somebody's face off. I mean, just be honest. Listen, I'm getting the answers from the membership questions, and there are so many. There's such a theme happening right now. These are lifelong themes. But how do you change a lifelong theme? One step at a time. So I want you to start smiling to yourself. It's not a lie. There's no lying happening toward yourself. I want you to turn that internal world with intention into a different direction, so that this road that is grooved in, that has the pain, that has the I want to give up, that has the anger, that has the I want to rip your face off, that has the I want to rip my own face off, that has the I just want to give up and go away, that has the I want to run away. That groove that is there, I want you to start a new groove. This is a new groove right here. So this has been with you a long time. This reinforcement's been with you a long time, which creates thoughts of self-hatred, that creates thoughts of unworthiness that we don't even realize are happening. Because, we got our smile on social media and everybody thinks we're happy. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm happy and I know I clap my hands. But that's not the truth. That groove's there. So I want you to start turning, and let's start a new groove today. So smile with me, and I want to share with you what it is. First of all, when you are smiling and you're speaking from a space of smiling, this space of smiling, guess what's happening? You are changing you. You're changing your internal world. So if you say this to yourself enough, you will catch yourself. What else is happening? You're changing the air you breathe. You're changing the atmosphere that you're in. Why? Because you're not spouting out anger. You're not spouting out demands. You're not spouting out a negative, no, 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 no. You're not spouting that out. Instead, you're saying, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's try this. Instead of, hey, I don't want to do this. And hey, I don't want to do that. What does that sound like on the inside of you? What does your internal world feel like when you have that coming at you? So let's change what you are giving forth to others. And some of you may not have the strong personality I have, but there are enough of you that have an internal world with conflict in it because I've got all the membership questions and the answers. And so on the inside, even if you have a soft spoken self and you think, hey, well, I'm already speaking kindly, I still want you to start smiling. And I want you to have intention. So with that intention, you will change the air you're breathing, and it will change what's coming forth from you to you and what's coming forth from you to someone else. It's very intentional. It's very on purpose. Also, it changes the water you drink, guys. I'm sure some of you have seen studies where when you speak into water, when you speak into anything, it literally changes the chemical properties inside of it. That is scientific facts there. Guess what else? When you just write a word on a bottle of water, when you write a word on anything, do you know that frequency of that word itself changes the dynamics of whatever you spoke that into? Whatever you said it to, whether it's in writing or whether it is like this, verbal. And so also, do you know it will change the life you live? Do you want to change the life you live? Listen, you have got some internal conflict. You've got some internal grief and sadness and depression and despair. Some of you, not all of you, but even if you're watching this, you're like, well, that doesn't apply to me. It might apply to someone else. It might apply to someone you love. And this is your opportunity to learn a new way to be you so that you impact those around you so that maybe it'll catch on. Let's be a fire that catches on, but it's a good fire. It's the all-consuming love fire. Let's be the fire of love that changes us and changes our community. And also, I am very aware that identity-wise, it's just a long-term process, isn't it? Look, I'm 61. It's been a long time walking out life with this strong personality. And the strength of my personality is not going to change. I'm always going to be a strong person, but that doesn't mean I have to come across strong. But that is going to require deep, deep work, right? So instead of starting with the deep, deep work that seems so overwhelming, that seems like I need thousands of hours in therapy or thousands of hours in self-talk or what have you, let's just start with the simplicity of every day. I'll give you an example. Earlier today, I was talking to Craig about something, and I had this suggestion. He's like, no, we're not doing that. And I've had a no, we're not doing that to him just the other day. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that right now. And I'm like, hey, smile when you talk to me. And I said, wait, smile when you talk to me. And it literally changed our exchange because no longer was it headed into a direction that was going to turn into anger or control or the need to not be controlled or the need to control just because we've got something we already have our intentions set on, right? And so it switched our atmosphere just like that. Said, well, why don't we just decide to talk about that later? And so that's how we ended that conversation. But it wasn't ended on a, why don't we just talk about this later? It ended with, hey, why don't we just talk about this later? So that our conversation in our relationship is good and not in a negative down. Okay? Anyway, that's my word today. The frequency is love. You need it for you, and we need it for each other. Until soon. Love ya.